Men are fucking done with the BS. They're done being with women that use them and abuse them. They're done dating women that won't see their worth, women that are clearly only with them for their money, or because they have something else to gain, like a child. They are fucking done with the false allegations, and they won't put themselves in that situation anymore. And honestly, I love it. I love seeing it. Men are now saying that they are better off being single and being alone and living in the silence alone than dating a woman that doesn't even see their fucking worth and can't even fucking respect them. You are not going to be able to keep manipulating these men and treating these men like shit, because men are not sticking around for anymore. So if you wonder where all the good men are, they're the ones that said, fuck this shit, I'm not fucking doing it anymore. I'm good enough on my own and I'll be on.
We told men to step back, sit down, and be quiet. And now we wonder where all the good men went. Newsflash, they did exactly what a whole lot of women and angry feminists asked them to do. We confused toxic masculinity with masculinity itself. And now good men are standing down, afraid to lead, simply because they prefer to keep their peace. You think I'm exaggerating? Read the comments.
We're not afraid to leave, we're still leading. We're just doing it by ourselves because we rather just keep our peace. We don't want to have to deal with drama, queens, and toxic masculinity, women in the angry feminist.
Great. And these are men that lost everything in divorce. Wives left, took the kids, took their money, lost their job, like just complete L. And I found out it was a common pattern that after the second child, a lot of these women stop sleeping with their husbands and get the divorce. I found this consistent amongst Muslim background, Catholic background, Christian, United States, California. And I found out that the average marriage it's not a good experience for most men because they don't get anything out of it. Most men that have been married over a certain amount of time did not have happy marriages. And what I figured out is marriage seems to be going away for the middle class and be something for the upper class, and that's it. Most men live on their wife's terms, not theirs. Even Christian women, I found that they would almost be worse quality. And I know the Catholics and Christians hate me for this. But what I did conclude is that I do think that the only marriage that's left is the purest marriage that you could possibly have. The people that make it work, they're there because they love each other. Because there's nothing in this society that's keeping people together.
If she can't cook, clean, or even show basic care for you, why are you committing to her? Too many men are out here giving loyalty, love, and leadership to women who bring nothing but expectations and attitude to the table. A woman who doesn't know how to nurture, support, and pour into a man isn't ready for commitment. Stop rewarding low effort with high commitment. Know your worth and stop settling for less, guys. Follow for more.
Too many men are committing to women who offer nothing but demands. If she can't cook, clean, or care, why are you treating her like a queen? Start choosing peace over problems.
Really, there are not enough wives to go around. There are not enough wives to go around for the average man. There are more OnlyFans workers, sex workers, and cam models than there are teachers in this country under the age of 35. And when we look at the average woman, 1 out of 3 has had an abortion, 1 out of 4 has had an STD, and 90% have been on birth control at some point in their lives. I would argue that it is not always in men's best interest to get married. Imagine, okay, you had to sign, you got a contract, and this contract says that your partner has all of the leverage. And this contract says your business partner is paid to leave you. Yes, they're paid to break this contract. And this business partner will be rewarded for ruining your life financially and emotionally. If we take the religion out of it, because the facts don't care about your religion, I'm sorry, I'm a Catholic, but we have to be honest here. You would never sign that contract. But the truth of the matter is, until child custody laws change, you will not see women act different. Really, there are not enough wives to go around. There are not enough wives to go around for the average man. There are more OnlyFans workers, sex workers, and cam models than there are teachers in this country under the age of 35. And when we look at the average woman, 1 out of 3 has had an abortion, 1 out of 4 has had an STD, and 90% have been on birth control at some point in their lives. I would argue that it is not always in men's best interest to get married. Imagine, okay, you had to sign, you got a contract, and this contract says that your partner has all of the leverage. And this contract says your business partner is paid to leave you. Yes, they're paid to break this contract. And this business partner will be rewarded for ruining your life financially and emotionally. If we take the religion out of it, because the facts don't care about your religion, I'm sorry, I'm a Catholic, but we have to be honest here. You would never sign that contract. But the truth of the matter is,
This is why men are just walking away from toxic women. Stay single and avoid all the pain and drama. Remember, accountability is like kryptonite to women. Never get married, ever. It's just a trap.
I'm just having a really hard day and trying to get ready.
That women tend to be happier when they are single.
I could have married a lot of the people that I've dated.
Okay, I turned 40 this year, and I've never been in love. I've never been in a relationship.
If you hear something or an update about your ex, and it just kills you.
Women tend to be happier when they are single.
Struggling financially, being alone, having no one there to talk to as you age, no kids.
And I always thought I would have kids. I thought I would be married by now. And now the closer I get to it, and I'm scared. I don't know.
I didn't think it would be an issue. I'm 32 years old.
I'm 53. I would like to think that I'm still young, right?
The fact that you're 40 and single, still with no children, and now you find out that she's 8 weeks pregnant, and you so want to feel happy for her, but inside you feel so sad.
Happier when they are single.
I'm in the stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies, and
you know that at 40 you are running out of time, and soon you won't have a choice at all.
I also feel like I'm getting older, and it's like I have to put some effort into dating or I'm just gonna be alone forever. But now I'm just honestly getting to the point where I'm just gonna be the single aunt.
But like it's really hard when like I don't really have anyone to go to like on a Friday night.
I am 30 years old and I have been single for over 12 years, so never had a real adult relationship.
Maybe I should just give up. But I don't know. Then I feel like if I give up, then it's like, then I'm totally throwing the towel in, and like, that sounds and feels sad.
But really, this is crazy. It's been a rough month for me, and I got COVID. Somebody help me. I'm so tired of being an independent woman sometimes. Sometimes, like, I just want to be taken care of. My whole life, I've just been so independent.
Yep. Careful what you wish for.
There is no shame in not wanting to climb the ladder.
You are going to be alone. You're not going to have a family. Like, I don't want to wake up at, 60 by myself.
And people go home to their families or partners or whatever, and you go home to an empty house.
I don't want a job. I don't want to be a corporate girly. I don't want to climb the ladder. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to do any of that. I don't want to be the breadwinner. I do not want to do that. You know what I want to do? I want to be home.
And I'm just wondering, am I the only person like completely struggling? Am I the only one? Because I've been single a very long time.
I'm 28 years old, I have a degree, I'm not doing anything with that degree currently. I just want to live comfortably and be happy and have the time to pursue my hobbies and my passions outside of work. Gotta be jobs that I'm just not thinking of.
Okay, I'm turning 30 in 3 months, 90 days from today. And so I figured since I'm still single, it's probably a good idea to consider freezing my eggs.
Freeze your eggs. Freeze your eggs as early as you possibly can.
When they call you and tell you that none of them worked, like
they're mature, but like when you actually do the testing after making embryos, like I, in theory, could have nothing.
I think they even used the word discarded. They said they've all been discarded.
I really thought this process would like slow down my biological clock and I wouldn't feel as much pressure. And I feel way more pressure now.
For me, freezing my eggs allows me to fulfill my dreams on my own timeline without depending on a man or my biological clock.
Super wild to me that women are going through this whole process, preserving our opportunity to have kids in the future. Meanwhile, men aren't taking any sort of steps to do things to help themselves have kids earlier in life. Number one, it's not just about having a kid. It's about preserving opportunity. Meanwhile, men aren't taking any sort of step to help themselves have kids earlier in life. Why not just have the baby? Can you imagine me a mom now? Have kids earlier in life. Can you imagine me a mom now? Y'all, I've got some more concerts to go to.
Dating in your 40s is terrible. Why does it have to be so bad?
So let's talk being childless and possibly being single and being lonely.
I'm not good at this. I don't know if I'm like just so damaged.
I'm talking about my son. He literally grabs a dessert menu and just starts looking at it. Like he's completely bored with what I'm saying.
So my sperm arrived and was shipped to my clinic in Pennsylvania.
So I just had a very fun date with this really sweet guy. It was like super wholesome, but I'm sharing about the fact what I'm doing here, and I'm becoming a solo mom, and
it's been a little bit stressful, and I haven't really been feeling like posting.
But that's where it's so frustrating is like, why are we not told our options? Like even in our OBGYN appointments, like at 25, you're going in for your pap smear. It's all about birth control versus like, let's get an AMH on you. Let's talk about like family planning. Instead of a down payment on a house, right, I pay for my eggs to potentially be stored and potentially be used.
Let's discuss why men my age don't seem interested in me.
Older men, when they date younger women, is because they find them more physically attractive than the older ones.
So I'm 45, and my age range is from 33 to 65.
I just don't think that men in their 40s are looking for other women in their 40s.
Women have it 10 times harder than men. And I built this life for myself. I had in the Dominican Republic breast augmentation, lipo under my arms along with Vaser, and then I had lipo 360 along with a tummy tuck, BBL, and then lipo and Vaser on my inner thighs.
And the fact that I don't have my own children means that I'm able to give time to friends that do have children, to people in the community that have children, all that extra to give to other people's kids.
Now my neighbour has just had a baby, and I'm really happy for her. She's wanted a baby for a long time, and she's now got this beautiful daughter. But I haven't met that baby, and that is my choice. If I see that baby, it's going to bring up feelings of grief.
Why do these videos bring so much joy? Oh yes, because that's karma knocking on their door after a decade of bossing around.
Hey, they said a man always gonna run from a good woman because a good woman requires more out of him. And that's real. You want a good woman? You want a woman that's gonna love you down, that's gonna stick by your side through it all? You can't just be out here doing what you do. You can't be out here stuck in your old ways. You gotta make some changes for that woman. Not only for her, but for yourself. If God blessed you with a good woman to go through this life thing with, and she really got your back, and you out here still moving the way you moved in your past with these other women, no, you out here still doing the absolute bare minimum in life. No, she's going to require more out of you. Why? Because she loves you, because she cares about you, because she wants you to be better for not only her, but for you. And if you a good man and y'all going to start a family, she wants you to be right for her future kids. Like what? When we be out here messing with y'all, dating y'all, talking to y'all, it's not for fun. Well, let me speak for myself. For me, when I give a guy the time of day, I'm looking at you in a way like, do I see you being a good father to my kids? Like what? Y'all want a good woman, but y'all don't want to become better. So y'all run. Baby, you can run all you want. Bye. Don't stay if you know you can't be better.
Some changes for the better are required, but if God forbid a man wants to change anything from a woman's personality, oh damn, that's a havoc ready to unfold. Women don't ask what you can't take.
Men don't just leave for a younger woman. They leave for a softer one with softer feminine energy. A man can watch you age in his arms and still want you like day one unless you kill that vibe. Brutal truth is that desire does not die from a little bit of stretch marks or gray hair. It dies from the eye rolls. It dies when every sentence starts with a correction or when you talk to him like he is incompetent. Also, when you compete with him instead of receive. Nothing turns a man off faster than constant criticism that you call advice, mothering him instead of admiring him, speaking to him with contempt instead of warmth, acting like his presence is a burden and not a gift. Men don't need you to worship them. They need you just to respect them. Respect goes a long way. One soft, "I'm proud of you, honey," hits way harder than a week of wild sex. Porn star sex won't save it if the energy is hostile and cold. He wants you to want him, to look at him like he's your man, not your opponent. He will stay obsessed with you if you make him feel 10 feet tall, even if she's 55 plus with laugh lines, gray hair, and a softer body than the day that they met. They won't care about any of that. Male desire doesn't die when her body changes. It dies when her feminine energy does. When she trades that feminine energy for resentment energy. The body he fell in love with is still there. The woman who made him feel like a king isn't. Men don't fall out of love with you. They fall out of love with who you have turned into. Bring back the warmth or watch him look for it somewhere else. Save this before your man sees it on somebody else's page.
The changes we actually want, and women aren't ready to change because it will hurt their ego between their girlfriends.
Men are fucking done. And at the same time, women at home are saying, where are all the good men? All the good men were ruined by plenty of women. They had money taken from them. They had their finances fucking crumble because of some women. They had their children taken away from them. They lost jobs. They tried to give and give and give all the fucking time. And all these women did was belittle them, disrespect them, mental abuse, physical abuse. There was so much abuse involved now that the good men are fucking done. They're not going to sit there and listen to the BS no more. They're not going to sit there and keep being disrespected. A man wants one thing in a relationship more than he ever wants love, and that's respect. And if you can't provide him with that, move the fuck over.
Being single is the best. Freedom and peace are not negotiable for men now.
As a man, be willing to walk away if you're not needed, if you're disrespected, if you're taken for granted, if your efforts are unappreciated, and if your boundaries are not respected. Never settle and never beg.
Sooner the better.
So why are we mad? What are we mad about? I can only draw the conclusion that Black women are so angry because we're out of order. When you're not fulfilling your purpose and your nature, you're not operating in the nature for what God created you for, you're gonna be mad. And you can pretend all day long that you're some boss bitch, you're in charge, you should be in control, you can stand toe-to-toe with men. You cannot. And when you have to wear such masculine behaviors, you're not going to be happy about it, or you're not going to come across soft and happy because you're walking around wearing clothes that you're not supposed to wear. We're not supposed to be men.
All facts. Men stay out of women's lives and show them we're not accepting their behavior anymore.
You know what I've noticed? Women will leave a marriage because they are just unhappy. But men, they will stay through the years of attitude, rejection, and flat out disrespect, trying to hold on to the promise they made. And that's the difference. Women chase happiness, but men fight to keep commitment. And that might sting a little, but it's true. There is a big difference between being unhappy and being ungrateful. Unhappy can be worked on. It can be fixed with effort, communication, and humility. Ungrateful, that's when you stop seeing the good right in front of you. Sometimes it is not that your husband stopped trying. It's that you stopped noticing. You stopped thanking him. You stopped respecting him. You stopped showing him the love you expect back. And eventually, even the strongest man gets tired of being treated like he doesn't matter. Men do not usually give up fast. They give up quietly. And by the time they do, it's not because they stopped loving you. It's because they were done begging to be loved back. So before you say you are just unhappy, ask yourself, are you giving the same effort and respect you are asking for?
A good husband doesn't quit easily. But when a wife stops seeing him, stops respecting him, that marriage starts to fade. Men get married because they found the woman they want. Women get married because they found a man that can give her the thing she wants.
The thing is, when a woman says she's done or fed up, as a man, you still have an opportunity to reel it back in. Because women share their emotions every day. I'm tired of this relationship. But what she's really saying is, hey, I'm enduring it. I'm a little fed up. I'm this. Most of the time when a man says he's done, he's done. He's put up with a lot that he didn't vocalize. Not that the wife hasn't put up with anything. It's just more than likely she's vocalized it regularly. Most divorces are put in by women. What you can tell is most men just grin and bear it.
Hell yes. And men are now done for real. Thanks for watching Manhood. If you want access to exclusive episodes and want to support the channel, hit that join button and become a member. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if it hit home. Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. See you tomorrow.